Well, all right, the all-new Hyundai Verna is here and launched at a very competitive price of rupees 10.89 lakhs. And of course, I'm joined by the team, by the man whose team behind has rolled out this wonderful product, Mr. Tarun Garg. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. Tell us about the all-new Verna, sir. The design, styling, it's absolutely amazing. But don't you think it's a too low floor car right now? And has it been tested for the huge speed breakers?
Absolutely, absolutely. No two ways about it. We are very excited today because all these last couple of years, people have only been talking about SUVs, and here we are launching a sedan, and we are very confident because just look at the looks. The looks are so futuristic. The length has been increased. The wheelbase is the longest in the segment. It has great features. It has ADAS level 2 security features. It has 65 plus connectivity features. So much of space in the car, so much of safety. 6 airbags are standard, more than 30 standard safety features, and price is very attractive. So it's a complete package, and we are very confident that we will be able to double the volumes what we were doing with the old Verna.
Absolutely. You mentioned it in the press conference as well about doubling the volumes. Tell me how is Hyundai so confident about doubling the volume at this point of time, and there's a lot of competition in the market with this segment as well. So do you think it will really be a segment breaker?
Look, last 4-5 weeks since we opened the bookings, the response has been fabulous. Okay. Not only in terms of quantity, of course, 8,000 bookings we have received in about a month and few days, so which itself is very good. On top of it, just look at the comments in the social media. They are fabulous. People have loved the design. People have loved the technology. People have loved the promises which the car is making in terms of the features. So I think we are very confident. And I'll be very honest. I think we Indians have always aspired for sedans. Yes, there was no great, very exciting product probably for last few years because the focus was on SUVs. But now that new Hyundai Verna has come from the Hyundai stable, we are very confident that so many of sedan lovers are going to come back to the sedan segment.
Well, absolutely. Do you think the current craze of having the mini SUVs or the MUVs and the SUV segment, do you think you will be able to compete as of now with this sedan?
Absolutely. And you look, India is a very big market. And let me tell you, there is still a lot of difference between a sedan customer and SUV customer. Sedan customer is younger. For example, in the earlier Verna, 41% of the customers were less than 30 years old. So very young customer, he's generally drives in the city, he loves performance. So not only is he crazy about the design and the features, but he also loves the performance. And 1.5 turbo, which gives 160 PS of power, I think is really going to set the pulse rating in terms of the performance as well. Plus, of course, the fuel efficiency, which is extremely good. Plus, of course, like I said, safety. So it is a complete package. So we are very, very confident about the success.
I'll come to the pricing now. 10.89 lakhs has been started. When you mentioned it's the introductory price, how much eventually will the customer have to pay when the introductory prices are over?
Look, we have not yet announced that it is for how much time or for booking. So this is the price as on date. And we hope that, let's see how we go ahead.
Sir, also one more thing, how are the commodity prices playing out are the prices stable because many companies are not now really increasing prices for vehicles. Where is Hyundai standing at that?
Look, frankly speaking, last 2 years have been like very, very difficult in terms of commodity prices. The raw materials, the prices have gone up. Of course, regulatory requirements, etc., etc. Hopefully, things will be much more stable in terms of if you see the global economy, if you see the challenges, supply challenges are reducing now. The ocean freights probably, a little bit coming down. So I think there is a lot of stability coming in. And now that the RD norms also from 1st of April will kick in. So things are looking much more stable. So I hope the prices will be able to hold. But let us see because, there are still some geopolitical challenges. There's a Russia-Ukraine war going on. So there are challenges. Let's see. We can only hope that prices are more stable.
Also, with the regulations of BS6 Part 2 coming up, do you think in the latter part of the year would there be a price hike to accommodate the regulatory framework?
Look, I would say that Hyundai has been very proactive because we shifted to RD right from 1st of February. We stopped the production in January end. So we have been very proactive. We did not want to wait for the last moment. So we look at stability, but it will all depend on how the raw material prices pan up. Nobody knows. We also don't know. Let's see. We are always warned that the customer gets a good value. And today also, the kind of response we have been receiving after the price announcement has been fabulous.
Absolutely. The company recently also filed a term sheet with for the Talegaon plant. Before it comes, don't you think there will be a lot of regulatory hurdles with the employees also and the legal challenges that will be coming up? And before the plant actually belongs to Hyundai stable, are you anticipating any challenges, sir?
Today is about Verna, so let's discuss Verna.
All right, so I'll move on to the other parts of the interview, sir. With the recent sales that the Hyundai did, a spectacular 6 to 8% growth we saw. So, how are you anticipating growth in the further coming days, sir?
I think still the market is robust. We are sitting on a back order of about 115,000. Supply situation is improving. I would not say that all the troubles are past behind us, but situation is improving. So we hope to slowly increase the volumes. When you talk about growth, growth is very, very subjective, because if you see 22 growth of more than 20%, it was on a lower base. So you cannot expect that kind of a growth going forward. If you see various independent agencies, whether it was Siam or Nomura, I think they're all predicting a growth of 3 to 6%. So we feel there would be growth, which is very good, because global economy, as you know, there are so many challenges. India still looks much more robust. We are having a good booking flow. Now that the new Hyundai Verna has been launched, we are very confident that things should be looking good. At the same time, we have to be aware of the interest rates. We have to be aware of the geopolitical risk. So let's see. I think we have to see it month by month, quarter by quarter. I think we should be able to scale through.
So, my last two questions, sir. How is the demand for the previous vehicles, including the Tucson and the Creta, looking like? And how much is the backlog currently? And how do you expect to finish that backlog?
Response is fabulous. You talked about Tucson. We used to sell about 1,000 Tucson a year. We are only looking at maybe selling more than 5,000. So response is fabulous. Creta, we are sitting on a back order of about 45,000. Total back order is about 115,000. So demand is looking very robust. And with the all new Hyundai Verna, I'm sure things are going to only improve from here.
Last question, sir. With respect to the interest rates, you mentioned EMIs are still, doubling up unfortunately, for the consumers who are buying on EMIs and financing the vehicles. Do you think, on your part, could you be getting in some financial schemes to ease in the burden? What's there, sir?
Look, there are some macroeconomic factors, as you know, and unfortunately, the interest rates have gone up. We hope we have seen the worst part over, and hopefully, with inflation being controlled, the interest rates should, start coming down. 80% of the cars are financed, so we can only hope that things improve. As far as subventions and discounts, etc., they depend, month on month, model. I don't think, as such, there is a strategy. Okay, this is what I'm going to do through the year, because all these things are very, very dynamic, and they all depend on how the market behaves.
Any comment on capacity expansion despite the Talegaon plant? What are you doing? Because ultimately you'll have to expand your capacity until Talegaon plant comes to you.
So, frankly speaking, if we have already announced that in Chennai also, from 765,000 current capacity, we are adding 50,000. The capacity will start increasing from H2 of this year. So yes, we are very optimistic. I think as far as Indian or automobile industry is concerned, we are very, very positive in the mid-term, long-term about the growth prospects, and things are very good. The GDP is looking much better than the world GDP. The population age is young. The disposable incomes are only going up. So I think things are, as far as India is concerned, I think it's a very great bright spot in the world economy, and everybody is looking at India in a very positive way. And definitely Hyundai, with its very strong legacy of more than 25 years in India, we are quite confident about the success of the auto industry in India.
And I won't let you, but are you positive on the Talegaon plant in coming times?
No comments today. Today is about Verna.
Thank you so much, sir. Well, that was Mr. Tarun Garg talking about how positive he is on the Indian growth story. And of course, with the all-new launch of the Hyundai Verna, it would really buck the trend for Hyundai.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.